Good morning, TCG. Oh, no, not TCG. It's the pregame crew. Can you tell it's a Monday already? Welcome to the pregame show. This is Monday, November 21st, 2022, Thanksgiving week. Happy Thanksgiving. It's 8:23 a.m. Eastern, 6:23 a.m. Mountain Time. I'm Charkow Lori. Okay, good. I knew my name. Good. That was a good start. Let's do an audio-visual check first, and then I'll do a few chart requests. And in between, say hello to my friends. If you could all hit the like button, that would be great to get this party started. Hey, all you turkeys. Hey, Greg, Simone, Lisa, Andre, Topher, Paul, Ed, Wisdom, Trainman, Jay, Matthew, ER. Hey, Lisa, Mary, Andre, thank you. Hey, Miguel. Hey, Paige. Good morning. Oh, Miguel, that's very nice. Hey, Adam. And it's the World Cup too, right? I'm not very good with soccer/football. Don't keep up with it, but I know it's very important to a lot of people. So I hope may your team win. May they all win. And most importantly, have fun. Do I sound like a mom or what? Hey, Paul and Rachel. Good morning, Jessica. Gobble, gobble to you wobble. Let me go back up. Let's do a chart request. CVNA. I heard they cut a lot of employees on Friday. That should have given them a bump. But these people can't catch a break. The people that are getting laid off plus the stock itself. Your next support is down at 726 and then 650. Market's really getting going now. So we're still holding Friday's low. I would say that's good, but we're still down 5%. So it's not very good. Your resistance, 806 was an intraday high, and that matches up with the pre-market high. And your next support is 761. We have a double bottom with Friday's low. Below that, you're looking at 736 and 726. Okay. Hey, Wave, Sharon, Dynamite, Chris. Hey, Bennett. Oh, you like that? I asked Toby to make me a Thanksgiving hat. I'm like, can you just make me a thumbnail for the Thanksgiving week? And he, as soon as I said a turkey hat, he thought of that Friends episode, and it made us both laugh. I'm like, go with it. I'm okay. Let's do it. We have our Black Friday sale going on right now. So if you want to check that out, I have it pinned in chat here at the top. You can click on that link. We have $100 off our annual membership. We only run a sale on our membership once a year. This is the last year it will be at these prices. And the offer includes 1 year membership. You get the TCG Tradekeeper indicator, the indicator I developed, you get free with the membership. You get a beanie and member orientation and Q&A. So check that out if you'd like. Okay, I'm going back up. Let me make sure I stay. So crypto market cap, I don't remember how to type out all that. I have it over here, total here. This is the only market cap that I know to look at, ER. But yes, we have an hourly uptrend. Trying to make a change here, but potential 4-hour bear flag. It doesn't look very good at all. Next resistance 781.48 and support 750. I remember when this was up here at almost 3 billion, equal to the market cap of Apple. We have lost a ton of market cap, but it's trying to hold a double bottom right here at 741.65 and 736. Good morning, AMAT. I'll officially get started in 3 minutes with indices, commodities, crypto movers and shakers of the day. So AMAT had a double top. It stopped at 110, $2.12 short of that resistance. It is in a daily uptrend. Hourly, we are losing the low of Friday, 103.65. Your pre-market support, 103.06, 102.39. I like the risk to reward of top fishing this name because odds favor something like this. You pulled back so far, so odds favor some type of lower high and tightening pattern. But of course, it could go take out 112.12. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lower high, but I like the risk to reward of top fishing that. Okay. Yep, this went boom for sure after Iger is coming back, the prior CEO. People were obviously frustrated with the CEO that got ousted this morning, and this is up over 10%. Your next resistance, 101.97. Did we hit that? Well, excuse me, 104 and then 101.97. Obvious resistance from the daily chart. Then you're looking up at 108.84. Okay, CGC. And then we'll get started with the show. CGC lost its daily support of 385, finished down really weak on Friday. 4-hour lower high anticipated. Bears are looking to top fish 383. If you could get there, I would say 383 should be a nice top fish. If you're a more conservative bear, you could sit back and wait for 395 if it were to happen. It looks super weak. The 15-minute is not oversold. It's just been walked down. Hourly is barely oversold so this can get a lot uglier. And no one's hired me for my drawing skills, so don't judge. With this magnet on, it makes it a little bit harder. But you can see this hourly just slow turning of the wave by the bears. Oh shoot, I should know when it ends. Let me look. Does it say? I should know this. I apologize. I don't know when the sell ends. I'm assuming Sunday. It could be Monday of next, a week from today, or Sunday. So just get in there and buy it. How about that? And Dan is having a webinar this Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern, where he will explain what is included in our membership, kind of orient you to our Slack channel, answer questions about TCG and what we do. Oh, there it is. It ends on November 30th. At midnight on November 30th. So check that out. That webinar will be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, and you can just kind of have a gander of what it looks like behind the curtain. And what we do in TCG is our overall goal. I'll summarize. I'm not going to do the webinar for Dan because he's way better at that stuff than me. But what we do is we help teach people technical analysis. We don't give you fish every day. However, Friday I was live right here, and I saw the XBI was breaking. We were looking at XBI, and I told everyone on live, hey, I'm making an entry right here at 1973. And then I called out all my outs. So I had 3 different exits on LABD because we were looking at XBI. So if you would have had, let's say, 2,000 shares of LABD at 1973, it would have paid for its membership for a whole year. So that, however, that is not the pure intention of our objective and our mission and vision. It's our goal to help teach you TA, teach you how to fish so you can go put your fishing pole where you see fit and you become an empowered trader like that. So we were watching this 5-minute, it was actually tightening hourly pattern. Here we had hourly inside bar, and I think it was tight on the 30-minute here. Yep. And so I was live in this area, and then we took it short. So I was explaining we were looking for a lower high compared to the high of day, and we were saying, okay, it has some weakness coming into the market, weakness coming into XBI, and I explained the trade setup. So that's what we do at TCG. All right, let's get started with the indices. I'm a little behind today, but that's okay. It's a holiday week. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours if you're in the U.S. I hope if you are traveling that everything stays safe for you. So this is who I am. I'm Chart Guy Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. And what I do here every morning is go over indices, commodities, crypto, movers and shakers of the day. My goal is to point out setups and more likely scenarios, and then you can use those theses for your trading. I have notes on the other screen that I copy and paste to the TCG members when I'm done. If you're interested in my chart setup, you can click on the link below in the video description to receive a PDF explanation as to what all these bright colors are. All right, let's get started with ES. So ES is attempting to change the trend here on the hourly. We need to get over 396450. We are in an hourly downtrend. Lower high, higher low, lower high, lower low. And now we're up here testing that last lower high at 396450. 396450. So we're in an hourly downtrend, and it is my thesis that it is because of the dollar. The dollar was going parabolic this morning on the hourly when I was checking in on it. We have a 4-hour uptrend. We have now, that may be subjective. Let me measure it. Depends on where you start the measurement, but I would say we have now negated the possibility of a daily bear flag in a 4-hour uptrend, and this 4-hour strength has brought weakness to the market. And let me just back up real quick and set the stage, okay? So this week, Thanksgiving, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're trading as normal. Thursday, we're closed. Friday is half day. Trading volume will be thin this week, okay? So moves can get going a lot further to the upside or to the downside than you think they can, probing for liquidity. So what I mean is these moves can be very sharp, looking for liquidity, because that's where price goes. Price is an auction. It goes to where the buyers are and sellers are. And because it's thin this week, we could get some whippy action. So don't let your guard down just because it's a holiday week. It's actually the opposite. You better have your guard up and have your risk management rules in place. So we have a somewhat boring week. However, in the middle of it, we have FOMC minutes. So we have the minutes of the last FOMC meeting will be released Wednesday. What happens when they release FOMC anything? Algos get to going. And usually minutes are a sleeper, but in this highly sensitive inflation environment, there's nothing sleepy about the market. So FOMC minutes Wednesday, I will probably buy a SPX options strangle for Wednesday. I'll wait and see where the market is. If it's in a tightening range, I did that for CPI and it worked. I'm not a big strangle person, but in this environment with the thin markets, it could work. So same thing for Friday, half day, it'll be even thinner. So just mind your P's and Q's. And there could be wonderful opportunity this week. Some of my best trading weeks when I first started was Thanksgiving week. You would have the big run on Riot or Mara we had in 2017. That was one of my best trading weeks I had when I started my journey. But it could be the opposite this week, where instead of them running, they could be dropping because they look actually horrible. All right, let me get back to the market. So the market, we're in a 4-hour downtrend, but let's just be real with it. This daily chart's fine, totally fine. Plenty of real estate down here. We have extended to a level. We want this low of, what was that, Thursday? We want that low to hold. But we have a lot of room to keep things moving in the right direction. Here is the one problem I see for market bulls this week if they were to get a push up. It's this daily 200 MA overhead. We talked about it back here on the show. I said, watch this daily 200 MA, watch it. And it became a big issue. I mean, to the penny, within a dollar. So we have it overhead here. So it's at 406650 right now. And that value is constantly updating. It's dropping off one data point and adding on another data point. So, and getting those 200 moving averages, the data points, the recency bias is constantly dropping off one and adding another. So it is very, what's the word? Not fluid. Okay, it's Monday. Y'all just be nice, all right? All my vocabulary will kick in sometime soon, I hope. Okay, so you have an hourly support at 3948, 394250. Market bulls need to get over 396450. And now, when I'm flipping through, notice where price is relative to the moving averages. Do you see it's sitting on the 50 MA? Let's go look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ is well below the 50 MA. So this is a fly in the ointment for market bulls. NASDAQ is weaker. It has a lot farther to go to make an hourly higher high up at 11,688.25. You have support at 11,595.25. We found support there at the 200 MA on the hourly, but we're pretty far away from that hourly 50 MA. And again, this technology weakness is not good for the market. RTY is above the 50 MA, slightly stronger. 1949.10, excuse me, 1849.10 and 1849.30. Double top supported 1841, slightly stronger than NASDAQ. And then finally we have YM. It's up here. It's already made an hourly higher high. I can't do sound effects. Nope, that's not the word I was thinking of. I did a video, Johnny G, on the Tradekeeper indicator, and Dan is going to air that video tomorrow at the webinar. So if you missed the webinar, you can always go back and watch it. It's on YouTube. So again, go to that landing page here, and that's where you can see all the information. You can click a link, you can set an alert so you know where it is. But if you're done, if you can't do it live, you can still watch it after. So Tradekeeper indicator, if I have time at the end, I'll go over it very briefly. All right, so VIX is stronger, 33635. That means transportation, industrials, they could hold up better today than technology. That's how it's looking. VIX, 2412 resistance, support 2298. We're running into, you guessed it, the hourly 50 MA is suppressing price here on VIX. If we look at my weighted table, let me get some water. It definitely favors the bears. And let me say something about this chart, because I've gotten messages saying, hey, I came up with a different score than you did when I looked at it. That's okay. Because I literally could put up here weekly, daily, 4-hour, hourly, 15-minute, and then give it a score per time frame, per item that I'm looking at. So, for example, bonds. Let's go look at it. Bonds on the daily. This is a beautiful chart. Above the daily 50 MA, potential daily bull flag. No problems whatsoever. However, 1, 2, 5, 11. We have a 4-hour downtrend. We have an hourly downtrend. So what do I put here? Daily, I think for me, is a prettier, stronger, higher conviction chart setup than the weak downtrends on the hourly and 4-hour. So I'm giving that one to the market bulls. But I could easily come check this and say, well, 4-hour and hourly are in downtrends. Do you see how it does have some subjectivity? Not only are these weighted levels arbitrary, they're what I assign to it is what I think is important. It's also by time frame. So just know that there are obviously some holes built into this that's a problem with the functionality, but it's the best I have so far of how I can communicate to you what I'm looking at in the market. So I hope that makes sense, and that this is an imperfect tool, but it's perfect for me for it to communicate to y'all. So definitely it has some imperfections built in. Look at XLE and XLF. I didn't even check them off because when I looked at them earlier, they hadn't lost the low of Friday yet, but they were still nowhere close to Friday's high. So I'm like, that's a tie, that's a push. So I'm not even going to check it off. So just know that. So overall, I came up with a score of 31 for bulls, 88 for bears. If you check a few of these over to the left, you still see that bears are firmly in control of a lot of time frames on a lot of charts. Hang Seng was down 1.83%, and then DAX was down is currently down 0.42%. So we definitely have bearishness overseas, and that could impact the market. The dollar is the big variable for me. If you want to say, what are you looking at? What worries you the most? It's this. We need this to sit down in order for market bulls to have a shot at moving up. They don't always move inversely, but they have been this morning. So I'm going to take that relationship and I'm going to give it higher weight. And I could theoretically change these settings because I don't even like the VIX that much anymore at all. And Bitcoin has totally changed. I could even take Bitcoin off the chart at this point. Bitcoin has some fundamental issues going on with it. And it is totally separated from the market because of the holes they found in the crypto system. And so people are pretty bearish BTC. Well, if BTC is diving, I don't automatically think now, wow, that's going to be a bearish headwind for ES. I don't think like that anymore. So these things are fluid and dynamic. That's the word I was looking for, dynamic, constantly changing. So stay with me and understand that there is subjectivity built into this. All right, back to our charts. Let's go look at Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin is testing hourly resistance at 1627999. They have support at 1611252. So this hourly EQ resolved to the upside. So bulls are taking a stab at it, but they have had a hard time getting candle closes over these EMAs. That would be notable if we could get above 16300. Exactly, Andre. Exactly. Some crypto traders are moving over to normal stocks, and I don't blame them. I try not to gulp too fast because then I get air, and I don't want y'all to have to listen to me gulp. But if you could hit that like button, I'd really, really appreciate it. It'd probably give me energy to keep pushing and rip through the rest of these charts very efficiently. All right. So Ethereum is weaker than Bitcoin. We're rejecting here at this 21 EMA. I would not be an eager bull here saying, whoa, look, it got over the hourly 8 EMA and hourly resistance, because these are classic 4-hour bear flags on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So bears still are large and in charge on these names. Gold has plenty of real estate for a daily higher low. This bounce was significant enough that they've made room for a higher low, and we've had declining bear volume on these pullback days. That's good for gold bulls as well, but they're going to need the dollar to sit down in order to get their bounce going. Your next resistance, 1748.90, support 1738. Let me see if I can turn. Oh, I don't have it here. Okay. Let me go back to gold. So on gold, our hourly got oversold as we're looking for a daily higher low. That's typically a good area to start searching for that daily higher low. Doesn't mean it's going to be put in. You want price to confirm on lower time frames. Well, it's confirming. We have a 15-minute uptrend now. So gold bulls are fighting here to put in that daily higher low in this location. Oil is weak. Bounces get met with major resistance here at the 21 EMA. You have a double top at 80.13, 80.20. Right now, the bulls are putting up defense, but when you zoom out, I get tired just looking at this. It's like, oh crap, look at this big mountain I've got to climb. So if the bulls can get over this mountain, then they got to get over this mountain. And what does that mean in terms of price? It means that buyers that bought up here at 80.50 are now back holding. When you get to 80.50, they're going to say, oh, thank God, break even trade. Let me get out of here. Okay. Then you have these buyers overhead, these buyers overhead, these buyers overhead, and they're holding the bag waiting to hand it off to you. So that just shows you still have a lot of selling pressure overhead on CL, these prior buyers who are now sellers saying, please let me hand off my Louis Vuitton oil handbag to you because I've been holding it since 82.43. So I know we're looking at our goal is to use the left side price action to determine the right side in the more likely scenario. So I know I'm working backwards, but it proves to me, shows, okay, we've got blocks and blocks and blocks overhead of people ready to sell. Okay. Nat gas is looking stronger this morning. We are breaking out of this 4-hour EQ that was so nice and neat. We're breaking over 6475. Your next resistance 6547. Your support 6145 and 6045. 109 likes. I really appreciate that. If we could get that to 150, that'd be great. Apple is picking up a little bit with a market bounce. What are the odds that we would zippity-doo-dah-day come over 152? And just go straight to it and take it out? Odds are pretty low. We would more likely that it would look like this. It would be some type of stair step it would take to go take out 152. And why I'm saying that is bears are going to be waiting at 151.91. They're going to be waiting up here. And I would even take it at 152.10. Of course, the high of Friday was 152.70. Apple had relative strength here and saved the market. And then it started bouncing Friday and basically saved the market again from rolling over. So Apple has had a lot of buying power on Thursday, Friday put into it. So we are desperately, that's a very dramatic word. I am prone to hyperbole, so just excuse me. But bulls are desperate for Apple to open up above the low of Friday, 149.97, and then go take out 152 decisively. We are depending on Apple, and I think Dan put in the chat this morning, we're looking for a hero. And I'm telling you, we are looking for a hero to come help this market this morning. Amazon, we haven't attempted to lose the low of Friday like we did with Apple, so it's a little bit stronger than Apple. You have a tiny resistance here at 94.05 and 94.42. I would be a more comfortable bear sitting at 94.42 than I would be a bull at 92.48. Amazon bulls are still waiting for that godforsaken daily high or low that has been nowhere in sight. Okay. An hourly got oversold on Friday. Bulls bought the dip a little bit, but it's down, cooled off. 4 hours cooled off. We got to have some buyers in here on the 15-minute to feel good about anything long, because look at your 15-minute 50 EMA overhead. Hourly, 8 EMA controlling price easily on its own. NVIDIA, I drew this earlier. Look at this, where bears stepped in and then just started turning price in the other direction. They took over, and then these bull attempts were met with selling. They're like, nope. So this rounded top is bearish formation, just like a rounded bottom in a cup is bullish formation. This just shows that the bears are in charge of this chart, where they are attempting to hold the hourly 200 MA, and they are holding Friday's low. So I would feel more comfortable sitting at 154.68 as a bear than I would be sitting at 151.20 as a bull. And that's only if Apple takes out the low of Friday, then I'm a more comfortable bear on every chart. We need Apple to take out the low of Friday. If Apple holds the low of Friday, takes out 152, the market can breathe a small sigh of relief. Tesla, weak sauce. I would be a very comfortable bear on Tesla at 180.83. If it broke 181, I would know I was wrong and keep it moving. Your support now is the low of pre-market 175.11 and 175.16. We had a lot of bears rejoicing that we took out 177.12 on Friday, which wasn't a feat. But remember, we have some after hours price action over here from Thursday, November 10th, that still could support price. So 172 could be a big deal if it were to get there. Home Depot. Okay, so Home Depot was one of our Queen of the Mountain names on Friday. Lori, you're recycling. Well, yes, I am. Double daily inside bar broke bull, but we cannot break that mother bar at 316.41. We double topped there and pulled back. So I still like this tightening range. Look at this. I mean, this is what dreams are made of. Look at that tight range. Look at the squeeze. Holding 50 RSI. So Home Depot is really tight still. Needs to take out the mother bar, 316.41, then 316.63. Hood is not, I'm not calling Hood a crypto stock, but it is crypto related. So I think this could be a good laggard entry. Again, I'm not calling it a crypto stock, but they do have crypto on their platform. So 939 would be a very conservative bear waiting up there. A more aggressive bear could look around 925 for a short. Yes, Andre, the mother bar is the bar left of the inside bar. Yep. So think of it like Russian nesting dolls. So you see here, this is a mother bar from last Tuesday. And then it had a little Russian doll nested inside that price action, a little baby bar. And then the next day, same thing. We had price action nested within the prior day. So we actually had 2 mother bars here. So the baby bar got taken out, but the mother bar did not get taken out. Okay, back to our list. MSTR, I'm recycling because it still looks like a 2-day bear flag to me. It had some relative strength on Friday compared to other crypto names. 170.87 would be a top fish area, and or 165.88. I think MSTR's chart looks horrible. Target. Are you recycling that, Lori? Well, yes, I am. Did we have fun with this Friday or what? Did y'all get it? Did anybody get this top fish from Friday? So we were looking, this is my exact chart. I haven't touched it since Friday morning before the market opened. We were looking over here at this area of congestion, 164.66, 164.48, and 164.55, and we said 164.70 was the 50% retrace, and the hourly 50 MA was also at 164.70. So that was our number Friday, and by golly, it hit. It hit. So I would like another top fish of 164.70 on target, looking for that daily low or high area. Okay, so now I'm going to look at what you want to look at. We have 7 minutes until Dan goes live. If I could type. All right. Yeah, this is getting pretty tight in here. 99.88, 99.53. I mean, that could, it's not technically a double top, but they treated it as such. It looks like they sold off on it. That 99.88, 99.73 double top area is an area if the market is strong, I'd look to position myself long within this EQ. If the market is weak, I'd look to position myself bearishly, really tight pattern looking to break. That could happen. Any potential thoughts on potential magnitude of tax loss harvesting from this bear market? Absolutely could happen between now and the end of the year. MNMD. And let me see if I can get Tradekeeper on here real quick. Okay, so this is the Tradekeeper indicators. This is on the daily on MindMed, and basically I turn it on once I'm in a trade because it's not technically giving you a signal to enter or exit. You could combine it with your price action signals and say, okay, well, it triggered red, so that's a sell. So here, for example, it's triggering long on the daily and saying, okay, it's going sideways. And then the key EMAs were lost on a higher time frame. You see these purple dots. That's saying, warning, warning, this may fall out off the EMAs on higher time frames and be bearish. And by the way, on the video that I did a much better job than I'm doing now. But basically, as long as it's firing red dots, if you're in a short, you stay in short. And then once it starts firing yellow, it's saying it's getting extended to the extreme, either to the upside or downside, depending on what the trend is. So I like to use it on the 2 minute is my favorite way to use it. So here, if you entered a short, as long as it's firing red dots, it keeps you in the Tradekeeper. So you can see red dot, red dot, red dot, red dot. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Here's the purple one saying it's starting to regain EMAs on a higher time frame. So again, it's not totally flawless. It looks better on a non-small caps. So here, like the MNMD has a liquidity issue. So here, you see how the NVDA, it didn't give you a false signal. From the time we opened, it was nothing but red dots, red dots, red dots for more than half the day. So it keeps you in a trade longer, either bearishly or bullishly, depending on the trend. The purpose of it is to say, hey, your signal is still working, and it combines Keltner channels, ATR, EMAs. It includes a lot of different technical components saying, yes, they're all pointing in the same direction. Okay. Let me go back. I didn't really cover MindMed, did I? That was not very nice of me. Let me go back and do it. I apologize. So hourly, I would disregard this after hours action. You have resistance at 271. We're down here testing Friday's low at 262. And you have support down here at 244. You're welcome, Johnny. Yeah, hit the like button. Let me do coin. Coin is a short. I talked to y'all Friday about my crypto bias, but it's confirmed with crypto price action with Bitcoin down at 16,000. So you have an intraday level at 45.76 for a potential short on a bounce, and your support is $42. Got a double bottom there, and 40.83 is the last level standing on this 52-week range, and I dare I say that it could serve as a very strong magnet for the bears to go take that out, 40.83. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the show. Just a reminder, the Black Friday sale, it is pinned at the top of this chat if you want to click on that link. And if you're like, I'm not really sure, okay, well, check out the webinar tomorrow. Dan has a webinar he will host tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. He will go over what's included in membership, what's included in the Black Friday sale, and then I have a video of what the Tradekeeper video is. So if you're interested in signing up, you don't need that webinar, you just click here and sign up, and it ends November 30th at midnight. I appreciate y'all being here. Give me a follow on Twitter at CharkAlLori. Hit the like button, turn around, do the hokey pokey. Just kidding. Happy Thanksgiving to my pregame crew, and use stop losses.